This is the TSLA one-day reading for October 11, 2024. It's currently September 19, 2024, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. TSLA at the time of this reading is $243.92 USD. The shuffle file for the October 11th reading created August 4, 2024 at 5:39 p.m. Eastern Time. In this video, we're going to go over the overall trend direction for the day. We're going to talk about the chart behavior around the day's highest high and the chart behavior around the day's lowest low, as well as the general timing down to roughly about an hour as far as where they are throughout the day. And then we're going to get into where the best trades are and the chart behavior by the hour. Basically, you have to give it plus or minus an hour here or there of wiggle room, and not in all readings, in a few readings here or there, but always pay attention to the sequence of events, because that will keep you on track if we are plus or minus a little bit here or there on the timing. So we have this continuation of whatever this situation is with this priestess card. This might have to do with some sort of foreign legislation. So here throughout the second week of October, there's something going on with foreign legislation. You can see even the priestess card is here as well. Interesting, really prominent. And it correlates to right there on Monday morning, the 14th. Interesting. So this has probably got something to do with foreign legislation, and I think it's probably it will negatively impact it, at least temporarily. Some sort of news in that regard. Behavior around the high side, a nullified crest that we sell off from through multiple support levels, indicating that we probably rally back out of it in not too distant future. Behavior around the low, a rally out of the low, offering an opportunity to open up a short position, indicating that we're likely going to see the low again, or we see a lower low. I'm advised to trade around an important technical resistance level that we rally into and then we return to and some. In the pre-market, we open higher, and then from that higher open, we decline to and through support to meet another support, and then rotate sideways, kind of like a sidewaysy decline into the open. At the open, there's a rally out of the open along a diagonal trend line, breaking through horizontal resistance and meet another resistance before pulling back to somewhere between those two price levels. And that rally takes us into that key resistance somewhere between the open and, let's say, 1030. We decline through a diagonal trend line with increasing volatility down into a low. It's probably before 10 o'clock actually that we hit that price level. And so then we have this rally turnover into a low, and there's a low there between roughly 10 and 11. Rally out of that low, taking us to a peak with sideways rotation and a big move to the upside into a peak somewhere around 11:30, 11:45. And we're bound by a range there. There's a pretty notable decline into the lower end of a range between 12 and 1. Out of a decline between roughly 1 and 2, we have this big move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of a range, and erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level in that 2 to 3 o'clock hour. In the midst of that, there's likely a crest that we're revisiting that was a past opportunity. If we see a high there, I'm advised not to chase that high, maybe just before 3 if we do see a high there. And in the midst of that erratic behavior back and forth, we end up doing sideways rotation along a low in the last hour, with a big move out of that sideways rotation, and then more sideways rotation at a higher price level as we go into the close. That actually, it might even be a little earlier than that. We might be declining into the close already because there's those lows and the tower card, hard to say, but we open lower on the 14th. What I would do, guys, is I would close the short position here if it's profitable. If it's not profitable from the short position opened on the 10th, I would hold it into the following week. But either way, I'm going to open up a long position around the open and close that long position when we hit this important resistance somewhere here. We end up in a low. That's where I would probably add to a short position, or if I sold the prior short position, I would enter a short position in the midst of a rally out of the low into a peak somewhere between 11 and 12. Look for a big move to the upside within a period of sideways rotation after a move out of a low. So you'd add to the short or enter into a short there and hold that short into the 14th. And that's TSLA for October 11th, 2024. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.